Okay, Squad Fam, let's go inside the Fort Garry and see what scary mysteries await us there. Hello, Squad Fam. So today I figured we'd do a nice winter background because we are going to Canada for Sinister Sunday today. Yes, so it's super cold in Canada right now. So today we are going to visit the Fort Garry Hotel. I'm going to give you a little history on it. So the Fort Garry Hotel was built in 1913 by the Grand Trunk Pacific Railway. The hotel was originally planned to be called the Selkirk. However, it was decided it should be named Upper Fort Garry. The hotel was a real draw from the beginning and played a host to many famous guests, including Queen Elizabeth, King George VI, Laurence Olivier, Louis Armstrong. The Fort Garry Hotel is now a National Historic Landmark. It has provided guests with luxury relaxation since it opened its doors over 100 years ago. From its imposing exterior to its luxurious interior, the Fort Garry Hotel is the embodiment of grandeur. Guest rooms and suites are finished to the highest standards with no expense spared in providing comfort yet lavish experience. Oh yeah, guys, we have to go there one day. 10 spas. Wow. It also has a buffet for breakfast, Broadway room, a lounge where you could also dine, live performances every night, Turkish cotton towels, fine Italian linens, all sorts of stuff. Now let's hear why it's haunted. The Fort Garry Hotel is infamous for its haunted room 202. A woman apparently committed suicide in the room many years ago after hearing of the death of her husband in a car accident. Overcome with grief, she hung herself in the closet. With over 100 years of history, Fort Garry Hotel has played host to many guests over the years. One of the guests reported to haunt the infamous room 202. Blood dripping from walls, figures at the foot of the beds, and apparitions walking down the halls are just some reports at the Fort Garry Hotel. Staff have reported seeing blood dripping down the walls upon entering the room, and guests have witnessed the apparition of a woman in a cloak hovering at the foot of the bed. During a stay in room 202 in 2004, former Ontario Liberal MP Brenda Chamberlain claimed she was awoken by the sensation of someone getting in bed with her twice. Not once, but twice. I want to take that bed home. A young boy who was on a trip with his family organized by Make-A-Wish Foundation wanted to stay in room 202. He was fascinated with the whole thing and decided to take some pictures of the room with his film camera. After getting the photos developed a couple of months later, all the photos from the trip turned out apart from the ones in and around 202. The boy was thrilled, believing the spirits in the room just were camera shy and didn't want to be seen. The woman associated with 202 is also said to haunt the hotel lounge. She has been witnessed by staff and guests alike here, often crying in the corner. Employees also reported seeing the ghost of a young woman dressed in a robe walking down the hallway. Ghostly figures have also been witnessed in other rooms, often at the foot of their beds. Sometimes a man has been seen And in other instances, it's a woman reportedly wearing a ball gown. On one particular occasion, in 1989, a hotel employee was cleaning the kitchen overnight. He had gone up the back stairway around 4 a.m. when he heard strange sounds coming from the locked dining room. He immediately went to get the key, and upon opening the door, he witnessed what looked like the figure of a man sitting at the table. He quickly ran to get another member of the staff to show them what he had seen. However, when they returned, the dining room was empty. The figure had vanished. Wow. So a lot of things going on there, and that's just on the hotel website. So let's see what else we can find on this, if there is anything. Okay, so I read something else from a woman who went there, and she wanted to stay in 202, and she did for 24 hours, and nothing happened. She's like, and I pressed the staff about what happened there, and of course they were all like new, and they didn't know. But it was Al Al what's his name? Albo's encounter, which they were very specific about. But that happened in room 528. So it seems room 202 is not the only haunted room in that hotel. I wonder what happened in 528. Okay, so it seems that Ida Albo was the last name, lived at the Fort Garry. She's the current owner, and she lived there with her husband, Richard Bell. And she awoke once to see him enter the room after a fight, sit on the bed. But when she rolled over to speak to him, he actually wasn't there. So I don't know. An overnight security guard also recently found 10 candles on the floor in the shape of a star in a locked ballroom on a night where there was no events in it. So people see things there. The encounter, I guess, where she saw her husband, but he wasn't really there, was in room 528. So lots of things go on there. Canada's not so far. Maybe one day we could get there, guys. I'm going to see if I can find some pictures from room 202 or 528. Let's see. Okay, guys, so I did find some pictures of room 202 and of the hotel now, and even some vintage pictures. So I'm going to put them in here. I will tell you a funny thing that happened to me. So I clicked on this picture, vintage picture of the dining room, and it brought me to a website, and I saved the picture for you guys. And then I was looking and I saw another vintage picture. And I'm like, oh, I want to save that one too. I'm like, when you click on it, you get a better image than the little one on Google. So I clicked on it and it sent me back to the same one that I was at before. And I'm like, this isn't the picture. So I go back, look at it. I go, no, it's a different picture. Click on it again. No, go out. And it always took me back to the first picture. So weird. So I'm going to look at that picture and I'm going to put them all in here. And I hope you guys had a great holiday season and you had a happy and healthy one. And we will see you on the next adventure. If you like these things, thumb up, give me a comment, and yeah, subscribe. We'll see you soon, Squad Fam.